Hi, sweet boy. I know. You do look sleepy. Oh. Your tired little eyes. Yeah. No. No, it's okay. I know you're sleepy. You had a long day. What's up? You want to ask me to do something? What do you want to ask me to do? It'll help you sleep, huh? Well, I will do anything to help you sleep because I know how tired you are. Even though you're tired, I know you always have a hard time falling asleep no matter how tired or not tired you are, so I'm here to help. Just say the word and I'll help you out. I would love to read you another story. That sounds like a wonderful idea. Of course, I had so much fun reading you that story a couple weeks ago, and how quickly you fell asleep. It just made me so happy. Okay. I've got one pulled up that I wanted to read to you. Let me just find it. I saw it online and I thought it was so cute, so I wanted to read it to you. I saw it a couple days after I read you that story a couple weeks ago, so I saved it. Let me just get it. I saved it because I knew you were gonna ask me to read you another one because I know how much you liked it. So, are you ready? Are you all snuggled in? Okay. I'm ready. Are you ready? Okay. Okay. It's called The Midnight Bakery on Maplewood Lane. Once upon a time, in a quiet village where the street lamps glowed golden and the stars twinkled like sugar sprinkles, there was a tiny bakery tucked between a bookshop and a flower cart. It sat at the corner of Maplewood Lane, with ivy growing up its red brick walls and a little bell above the door that chimed the softest ding whenever someone walked in. But this wasn't just any bakery. It only opened at midnight. No one quite knew who ran it. The villagers whispered stories of a gentle baker who wore cozy sweaters and hummingbird slippers, who baked muffins with dreams inside and croissants that made you remember your happiest day. Someone said the bakery was enchanted. Others said it was just very, very kind. Children would dream of it. Grown-ups would remember it only when they needed it most. And once you stepped inside, the whole world felt warm and slow, like a hug from someone you'd missed for a long, long time. One sleepy night, a girl named Clara was awake far later than usual. She wasn't quite sure why. Maybe it was the wind rustling the curtains, or maybe it was the way the moon looked especially round and curious that night. She wrapped herself in her softest robe, the one with stars stitched along the sleeves, and tiptoed downstairs. Her feet made little padding sounds on the wooden floor, and outside the village slept peacefully. Claire wasn't planning on going too far, just a quick peek outside, but then she saw it. A warm golden light glowing at the end of Maplewood Lane. She followed it, heart fluttering like a moth near a candle, and soon she was standing in front of the Midnight Bakery. The sign over the door read, "Come in if you're a little lost, or a little hungry, or just need a place to rest." Clara hesitated and then gently pushed the door open. Ding! Inside, it was like stepping into a dream. There were shelves of pastries that sparkled with sugar and warmth, breads braided with ribbons of cinnamon, pies that smelled like summer picnics. And everything glowed, softly, like it was lit from the inside out. The air was warm and buttery, with a hint of vanilla and something you couldn't quite name, like the feeling of being safe. Behind the counter stood a woman with silver hair tucked into a bun, wearing an apron covered in flour and tiny embroidered daisies. She looked up and smiled. "Oh, hello there," she said as if she'd been expecting Clara all along. "Couldn't sleep?" Clara nodded. The woman, who called herself Miss Marigold, poured Clara a cup of milk steamed with honey and nutmeg, and gave her a muffin that smelled like campfires and bedtime stories. They sat by the window where the stars peeked in like old friends. Miss Marigold told her that the bakery was for wanderers of the night, for anyone who needed comfort or quiet or a reminder that they mattered. She didn't ask many questions, just listened and nodded and offered second helpings of cookies that tasted like laughter. Clara wasn't sure how long she'd stayed, maybe an hour, maybe just a moment, but when she left, her heart felt lighter, like someone had swept the cobwebs away and filled the empty corners with warm jam and sunbeams. Before she stepped back into the night, Miss Marigold handed her a box tied with a ribbon. "For later," she said with a wink. Clara walked home slowly, the warm box in her hands. When she reached her bed, she set it aside beside her and fell asleep almost instantly, with a smile curling on her lips. In the morning, when she opened the box, she found a single cookie shaped like a crescent moon and a tiny note that read, "You're always welcome here. Just follow the light." From that on, Clara slept soundly, but sometimes, when the wind rustled just so, or the stars blinked a little brighter, she would wake up, slip on her robe, and walk to the corner of Maplewood Lane. Because some nights the world feels big, and some nights even the bravest hearts need a muffin and a place to be small and still. And the Midnight Bakery would always be waiting. The end. Oh. You already fell asleep, didn't you, honey? It's okay. I gotcha. Shh. It's okay. Get some rest,